The hidden truth about bottled water, what you're really drinking. In a world where we're more concerned than ever with our health and the environment, we often turn to bottled water for hydration, believing it to be a safer, cleaner option than tap water. But the truth is that the bottled water industry has many hidden costs, environmental, health related, and financial, that we often overlook. 1. The environmental impact of bottled water, a global crisis. Every year, millions of tons of plastic bottles are produced to meet the ever-growing demand for bottled water. While recycling efforts exist, the reality is that most of these plastic bottles end up in landfills or the ocean, contributing significantly to plastic pollution. Plastic bottles and pollution. Only about 9% of plastic ever gets recycled, leaving the rest to either sit in landfills or pollute our oceans. Plastic waste in the ocean harms wildlife and takes hundreds of years to degrade. This is part of the reason that plastic pollution is one of the most significant environmental problems in the world today. Bottled water is one of the largest contributors to this crisis, with over 480 billion plastic bottles sold globally each year. Carbon footprint. The production of bottled water isn't just about making the plastic bottles. The process requires massive amounts of energy and water, adding to the carbon footprint of the industry. From the extraction of water to the bottling process and distribution, which involves trucks and planes, bottled water significantly contributes to global warming. Water usage. The water extraction process also causes problems. Large companies like Nestlé often extract water from local communities, sometimes depleting local water sources. This can leave areas struggling with water shortages, especially in drought-prone regions. The truth about what's in your bottled water, toxic chemicals and contaminants. While bottled water is marketed as being pure and clean, it's not always the case. In fact, many bottled water brands contain harmful chemicals, including BPA, microplastics, and even traces of pesticides. BPA, bisphenol A. BPA is a chemical used in the production of plastic containers, and it can leach into the water over time, especially when exposed to heat or sunlight. Studies have shown that BPA can disrupt the body's endocrine system, leading to potential health issues such as hormonal imbalances, increased cancer risks, and reproductive problems. It's no wonder that many health experts call for a ban on BPA in plastic products. Microplastics. Research has revealed that bottled water is often contaminated with microplastics, which are tiny plastic particles that end up in the water when bottles are manufactured or transported. These microplastics are not just visible to the naked eye, they can end up in your body, potentially causing long-term health issues as they accumulate in your digestive system. Recent studies have shown that even purified bottled water contains significant amounts of microplastics, raising serious questions about the safety of bottled water. Other contaminants. Bottled water is often labeled as pure and filtered, but in many cases it's little more than tap water. Bottled water companies can take tap water, filter it, and label it as pure. However, chemicals such as fluoride or chlorine may still be present in the water. In fact, certain bottled water brands have been found to contain trace amounts of pesticides, pharmaceutical residues, and even heavy metals, all of which can have long-term effects on health. 3. The hidden cost. Is bottled water really worth it? While we're often sold bottled water as a convenient and healthy option, the true cost is much higher than the price on the label. We're paying not only with our wallets, but also with our health and the planet's future. Cost per liter. Bottled water is significantly more expensive than tap water. On average, bottled water can cost over 1,000 times more than tap water, making it a poor economic choice for consumers. Despite this, bottled water consumption continues to rise, with many people still believing that it's safer and healthier than tap water. The financial impact on communities. Large corporations extracting water from local sources aren't just damaging the environment. They're also making huge profits off resources that belong to the public. Communities in some parts of the world are losing access to fresh water while these companies sell that very same water back to them in plastic bottles. This creates an unfair economic system where the rich get richer, while those affected by water scarcity are left struggling to survive. 4. Alternatives to bottled water. How to make a difference. Now that we understand the hidden truths about bottled water, it's time to take action. Here's how we can help reduce the harm caused by bottled water. Use reusable bottles. By investing in a reusable water bottle, you can drastically reduce your environmental impact. Many cities and countries are also investing in public water refill stations, making it easier than ever to carry a reusable bottle and refill it wherever you go. Filter your tap water. If you're worried about contaminants in tap water, consider investing in a water filter. Filters like Brita or reverse osmosis systems can help eliminate harmful substances from tap water, giving you clean, fresh water without the environmental cost of bottled water. Support companies with sustainable practices. If you must purchase bottled water, opt for brands that are committed to sustainability and eco-friendly practices. Look for bottles that are made from recycled plastic, or consider glass bottles which are more sustainable and don't leach harmful chemicals into the water. Conclusion: bottled water isn't the answer. While bottled water may seem like the easy option, it comes with significant environmental and health costs that we can no longer afford to ignore. By opting for tap water, filtered water, and using reusable bottles, we can reduce plastic waste and protect our health. It's time to rethink what we drink and choose more sustainable options for our planet and ourselves.